everyone, it is Sam here and we are cooking. Listen, I have the perfect recipe for you to take with you if you get invited to dinner and they're like, oh, you can bring something. Hey, I'll bring the salad, because it'll take you 5 minutes. Yay! You don't have to feel bad because the dressing is homemade. Easy, right? So this is our Cruciferous Crunch salad. It's on Bites of Wellness, which is the website that I run. If you don't know me, thank you for tuning in. My name is Samantha Rowland. I am a personal trainer, a nutrition coach, a faster way to fat loss coach, and I am also the creator of Bites of Wellness, which is a place that you can go and get simple, easy recipes. They range from savory dishes like this to really great high protein desserts. So lots of fun, easy stuff there. I have a surprise for you guys too. Something's in the works and I'll talk about it in a minute. But I wanted to just let you know that you only need a couple of ingredients for this recipe. Again, it's Cruciferous Crunch. We are going to use tahini in this. If you have an allergy to sunflower seed or to sesame seeds, you could use sunflower seed butter. You could also use almond butters, anything like that. Now, you guys, I'm going to teach you really quickly how to make dressing. The surprise, or the thing that we are working really diligently on, is that we are going to create a meal prep class, and it's going to help you figure out kind of how to get your mind around when your trainer or even the internet, right, tells you you should eat better, and you're like, okay, yay, I'm going to eat better. And then you get home and you're like, I don't know how, right? Or you see all these recipes and you get really overwhelmed, or you're like, I don't have time to spend 45 minutes in the kitchen, right? I'm going to teach you how to make quick and simple meals in 15 minutes or less with that course. I will put a link to it in the comments after this. So if you're interested, or you have a friend that's interested, please share this with them. It's as easy as pressing the share button, and you can either share in a messenger straight to them, or you can just tag them in the comments and they'll see it. So we'll get right into our recipe today. It'll take just a minute. We're gonna do our dressing first. So I'm gonna use tahini, like I said. If you just open the container, just make sure if there's any oil on top that you just spin it up there. It's 1/4 of a cup of tahini. So again, you could use almond butter, you could use sunflower seed butter. You guys can see how drippy this is though, so it's not, the consistency is very pliable. So if your almond butter isn't as easy, you might have to add a little bit more water or something like that when you see this recipe, but just a heads up. All right, so 1/4 of a cup of tahini, done. We're gonna do the juice of a lemon. So I've already cut it in half. I have a nifty, I don't know, $5 thing. If you don't have one, you could cut them again and just squeeze it like you would. I'm gonna attempt to not get this in my eye. Oh goodness. All right, and then you want to make sure you watch for seeds. I tried to pick as many of them out as I could before we started this, but the last thing you want is to serve this at Thanksgiving and have like seeds in there. So just be careful. That's the one thing I will note with regular lemon. All right, try not to squeeze this in my eye. All right, cool. So you've got the juice of 1 lemon, easy enough. If you don't like lemon, and it didn't make my eye, so I'm happy. If you don't like lemon, you could use lime. You could also just use more vinegar if you want to. Ooh, bless, y'all. This kitchen, Dave worked with me in a commercial kitchen, and every time we went, it was like a tornado went off. My hand's wet now. Sorry, guys. I swear, it took us just as long to clean up as it did to cook in there, because I am just everywhere in the kitchen. So if you're like that, it's okay. Just means you're creative. We're gonna do a teaspoon of garlic powder, easy enough. So throw it in there. If you don't like garlic, don't use so much, that's okay. I'm just gonna do a sprinkle of salt. I thought I had it out. It's about 1/2 teaspoon, so a couple shakes. And then I'm gonna give you options. You can use apple cider vinegar. It's pretty neutral tasting. If you don't like it, coconut vinegar is a good option, or like a white balsamic, or even balsamic would be good with this. It's 2 tablespoons of whatever your favorite vinegar is, and then a tablespoon of Dijon. So this is like the game changer for me. It is a little bit salty, so that's why I didn't add a ton of salt. But this is the emulsifying agent, so that essentially just means that it helps it bind up and get so that the liquid and the fat can kind of bind to each other. So it's kind of like you always get a good dressing if you use anything with mustard in it. So just a heads up there. You're just going to combine. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to show you this when it's done. If you let this sit, and I'm going to let it sit before I add water to it, and you don't add water, can you see how thick this is already? Okay, see how thick it is? It's not very runny. So it's going to be really hard to dress your salad if you don't add water to this. So I'm going to add, I don't even think I'm going to have to wait. Look how thick that is, okay? So I'm going to add between 3 and 4 tablespoons. I'm going to start off. So 4 tablespoons is 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to add about 3. Mix it in. Don't freak out if it looks really runny. You can always add more tahini or anything else that you need to. But I'm going to let it sit to the side and kind of just marinate with each other. And we're going to do the rest of the salad, which is literally ready. 1 bag, 2 bags, done. No chopping, nothing crazy. This is the easiest salad ever, which is why I say this is perfect if you are not a great cook or not super comfortable in the kitchen and you still want to bring something. This is easy. You don't have to have any knife skills. And guys, honestly, I make this for my meal prep at least once a week. It sits really well in the fridge because it's all these cruciferous veggies like broccoli and kale. And honestly, this is such a healthy salad. So cruciferous veggies help your liver detox. So this is actually a really good salad to have after the holidays as well. You might see a couple big chunks of cabbage in there. If you don't want them, just pull them out. Right now, I'm just going to show you guys. So I just like to, I'd usually use like 2 big spoons if I was serving this to anybody, but it's just me, so it's cool. So I like to, with this salad, because it's so much, I actually pour my dressing over the top. But if I was doing a smaller version, I might put the dressing in the bottom and kind of stir it around. But just a heads up. You guys can see that this is now much more pourable, okay? If you want to taste it before, you can. I'm pretty confident in this recipe because I've made it 1,000 times. So you just want to pour it over. And again, this will sit in the fridge pretty well for a day or 2. So if you need to make it a day ahead, maybe you are the one hosting Thanksgiving and you really want to make sure that your vegan friend has something that they can eat, this is definitely something you could serve. And then you're just going to want to mix. You clearly don't need to watch me mix it, but I'm going to give you some options on things that you could add to this. So I love to add hemp hearts to this. It adds a lot of good healthy fats. It also adds some protein to it. Tahini is actually a great source of protein as well. So you already have that mixed in. If you wanted to add something a little bit sweet for like your Thanksgiving dinner, you could put some dried cranberries in. I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. Try to look for the ones that are sweetened with some kind of apple juice or something like that instead of the sugary, the ones filled with sugar. So that's my tip for the day. I am actually going to eat this for dinner, so I'm super excited. A few questions? Any questions? No questions. Okay, guys. Share this with friends. If you know somebody that was just talking to you and was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to bring to the get-together, maybe a Friendsgiving and not Thanksgiving. This is perfect. And I will make sure to link to that course that we're going to start right after Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a 3-week course starting the week right after Thanksgiving. And it's going to be everything you need to know about meal prep. And I'm going to walk you through from start to finish how you become a meal prep pro. So I will make sure that link's in there. Share this with your friends. Thank you so much and have a great day.